All right, just want to do a quick video on some of the best YouTubers, not even YouTubers, just Bitcoin personalities that I've been following since 2017 in Bitcoin. This is just a few who have proven not to be scammers and have proven to be pretty much correct on most of their calls, and they don't shill. So the first one is the first YouTuber who I ever followed was Tone Vase. This guy in 2017 called the top of the bull market when everybody else was calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, $50,000 Bitcoin. After the $20,000 Bitcoin dump, he basically said we're going down to $3,000. For years, he said we're in a bear market. He was the only YouTuber to say we're in a bear market. He even had a bet with that scammer Crypto Banter on CNBC. They bet like $3,000 that Bitcoin was going to absolutely drop below $4,000. And of course, Tone Vase won that bet. So Tone Vase has pretty much won every bet that he did in the bear market. He called the top and he basically warned all of his followers, hey, if you bought Bitcoin at 20,000 or 15,000, get out. We're dumping down to 4,000. And when we finally dumped down to 4,000, he said now we're back into a bull market, and he called the bull market 100%. Right now his calls have been a little off and he does a little bit more political talk and stuff like that, but this guy, he doesn't shill, and he definitely has a grasp on the market. I think a lot of that is his background. I think he used to work for Goldman Sachs. He's highly educated. He speaks multiple languages. He's not just a guy who decided to create a YouTube channel. If you're interested, I would totally look back 2017 and today, and you can see all the calls this guy made. You can see him on Crypto Banter show in 2018, basically calling Crypto Banter an idiot, saying, hey, look, we're going down to $4,000. And he was right. So this guy, his videos, like I said, are a little political, but if you follow this guy, you probably won't lose too much money. All right, who else do I like? Now, this guy right here, Gareth Soloway. I just discovered this guy about 6 months ago. This guy is one of the best crypto traders I've ever seen. Almost all of his calls are spot on. This guy used to just do stock trading, and now he basically does stock trading and crypto trading. A buddy of mine actually signs up for his course. I think it's $80 a month, and he'll kind of fill me in occasionally on what he's doing. And every single trade is in profit for this guy, except for like one. I mean, he called the $43,000 top yesterday, and then it immediately dumped. He called Solana's top at 110, and then an hour later it dumped. Like, I think it actually says on his it says basically all of his calls. Here they are right here. I mean, look at this. I mean, you can see it all right here. This guy, he's like 10 to 20% profit on every trade. Not only that, if you don't want to trade, he's basically calling for a $20,000 Bitcoin or a $25,000 Bitcoin. He's been calling that since Bitcoin hit $68,000. When Bitcoin hit $68,000, Gareth Soloway was warning everybody, we are now going to dump. The bull market is over. We're dumping. Ever since then, we've been dumping. And, we had a low of like $33,000. We're probably going to go into the 20s at some point. But this guy has been spot on. I wish I followed his trades more than I have. I followed them a little bit. Like when he said to sell Solana, I sold some of my Solana trading bag on KuCoin and made some money. But for the most part, if you're a trader and you only want to trade crypto, 100%, if you follow this guy's calls, you're going to make a lot of money. But if you're just a hodler, kind of like more like I am, like this guy is spot on. He called the top, and now he's basically saying, he's been saying for the last year, we're going to go down to $20,000. Everything he said has been happening 100%. So definitely follow this guy, Gareth Soloway. You don't have to pay. You can just follow his Twitter lead, and he'll tell you. And he does YouTube interviews like daily. And, like I said, go back and watch. He's the only guy. He kind of reminds me of Tone Vase in 2017 when he was warning everybody. That's exactly what Gareth Soloway has been doing the last year, just warning everybody. Hey, look, $67,000 for the top. We're done. We're in a bear market for the next 2 years. And he thinks we have to go down to $20,000 for a complete flush out. And clearly, folks, that's what looks like is happening. So, just take a look at this. Almost every single one. He's only had one trade that he lost 2% on. I mean, it really is unbelievable. And I'm actually going to start following his stuff 100% on KuCoin with my little trading account. But not a shiller, not a scammer, educated guy, self-taught. highly successful guy, and he just doesn't shill. So that's one guy. Now, if you like YouTube, um, Crypto Crow. Crypto Crow is a guy I followed in 2017. He's one of the first few YouTubers I followed. He doesn't shill. He basically tells it straight up how it is. He's big into Cardano. This is the guy who got me into Cardano. If it wasn't for Crypto Crow, I wouldn't have gotten in Cardano, and I wouldn't have been able to pay off my rental property. Now, I wish I bought more Cardano, but this guy was telling me, but all his followers to get into Cardano at 2 cents, 5 cents, 8 cents. That's when I got in. And this guy sold all of his Cardano a month ago. He sold most of his Cardano at $2, just like I did, and he sold some more at like $1.50. And he's basically told everybody we're now in a bear market for another 2 years. If you look at all his videos for the past couple months, people were giving him so much crap, saying, "Oh, you sold, you sold, you sold," and he's like, "Yeah, we're in a bear market for 2 more years." And he actually just did an interview yesterday on Around the Blockchain, which is a show I hate, but if Crypto Crow's on it, I'll watch it. And he reiterated, we're in a bear market. We're probably going to see Cardano under 50 cents. We're going to see Bitcoin in the 20s. Like, this is how it's going to be for the next 2 years. He's a straight shooter. He clearly doesn't make all his money off YouTube. He just kind of does it for fun, and that's kind of what you want. And he's going to tell you how it is. There's no hype at all. So this guy definitely steered me right in 2017 and throughout the bull market. If you followed this guy, you're doing very, very well. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers out there. I just follow a couple of them. But one YouTuber, if you're just looking for education and just somebody like to just listen to them talk for a couple hours, and they're almost like a wealth of knowledge on topics, but it can get kind of boring, but it's kind of interesting, is I like this guy Bob from Cryptocurrency News, because I listen to this like in bed or while I'm like going for a run or something like that, and he'll basically tell you everything that's going on for the day in crypto. He doesn't shill, he doesn't take sponsorships, he basically just tells you what's going on in the news that day, and he does like these 2-hour streams every day, twice a day. And I don't think he's made a ton of money in crypto. He's had some wrong calls, just like all of us, but he doesn't shill. If you want to learn about VeChain or Theta or Bitcoin or what's going on with DeFi, just listen to some of this guy's streams and you'll just learn. So anyway, that's my top couple YouTubers and influencers I've been listening to for the last couple years, and that's it.